Do you want to know why your psychology or your state can take a big toll in your trading performance? In this video, I will review my trades from today and will crack what happened to me yesterday and today. Let's jump right in. Here's the edge wonk, and it's very curious how I've been evolving as a trader, but somehow the hard work pays off a little bit because in these 3 days I was trading minis, but yesterday I was not feeling well. I was kind of unstable mentally, a lot of thoughts and distractions. So I decided to go down in size and I went to the micro contracts, right? And if you see here my setup, one of my setups what was tilted. This is a FOMO trade or a I was chasing price, right? So having this kind of day, I had three losers and two break evens. I decided to come back today also with that same mentality, trying to reduce my position size. There's no need to increase. I already had a pretty nice week, so but the reason for me going down in size is not because I had a good week. Um, it's because I was not feeling well. Because if I am feeling well, I could have had a terrific week, right? Um, but nevertheless, the good part is that um, being in the bad state didn't cost me much money. Actually, it cost me very little money, and it motivates me to keep growing and be uh, better in the future, right? So I do have two losing trades today and one winning trade. Um, the first one is a short. Um, I did spotted this zone and I had a confirmation order here. I don't know if I kind of like rush into it, but let's look at the internals. The tick chart was not breaking this high, so I told myself, all right, you're pretty far and it's about to close, so you can jump right in, right? The same thing with the ADQD. Even though the tick chart was lower than this, it was too early to call. Not even 9:45, the first 15 minutes into the trading session. And this on the ADQD into a very positive number. No ideal for the short. I'm not saying the short didn't work. It blew the overnight high and then came right back down, not breaking any new lows. But yes, that's my first trade. The second trade is um, a long, and this is kind of or similar to yesterday, but yesterday I just clicked buy market. I didn't do that this time. I was all right. So I had a total story to support this trade. It's an intraday breakout trade. I had the overnight high. It broke it. It came back here. It held the overnight, so I put a stop market order here to go long. Now, I don't know how realistic was my thought process at the moment, but if you see here, this is what I was risking, right? It was somehow something around 25 points. Now with a very low size, probably I had like 4 contracts here. Um, my expectation was way too high. Um, the momentum simply was not there. Whereas if it would have come here and then shut back up real quick, it was not the case. It was just meandering around here for probably 3 minutes, 3 4 minutes. That's not good momentum in the Nasdaq. I know it's very little time, but on the NQ you don't see it. When you see this, there's no momentum. The momentum is few seconds, 1 minute, and so on. So I was like half R up, and then suddenly came back down, stopped me out for a full loss. That's -2. Now here's one of the worst part on the um, on my trade, right? Because um, here it is where I'm trading this thing long. I know it's close to supply, right? But but nevertheless it has this rally base rally. So this spike stopped me out. This only spike, right? And then suddenly came back right back down the dollar, causing this movement. So this spike was this, and the come down on the dollar was this movement. You guys see? Now, my third trade, very interesting. I did um, I was watching the dollar very closely. So this is the movement when the dollar came down, and the dollar came back down to demand, right? Now, if you see this is the zone that I had, the supply zone. Um, if we talk about the tick chart, creating a lower low here, a lower low here, lower high, not a lower low, but certainly a lower high here. The ADQD was not coherent to the direction of my trade, but it was not creating a new high. That's a good point. Now, if we talk about the dollar, here's the interesting part. The dollar was coming down to this demand, right? So I said, all right, if the dollar has just a little bit of push, I can get my trade to target, and that was what happened. Um, the spike on the dollar was harder than what I was expecting, but it made my trade work. So sorry about that. This is my target, right? I was spotting a demand right here, which I could have taken, but I was in this trade. So I finished up the day plus. I let me see how much is that. I think it's plus 2R. Yes, plus 2. Plus 2R on the day. Very little risk. $200 of profit, but it's not bad. The week ended up pretty nice with expectancy around $200. Pretty good. 9.5R, and um, that's how my week is going. The month, uh, 12 and a 12 and a half R. I always aim to 20R month. Now my winning rate is a little bit on the lower side. This week was 40%. Last week I did not have a good week. I think I made like $400 or something. But there's still 2.5 more weeks to go. So I'm 12 and a half, and I am to 20 for the month. So I am a little bit ahead. My SQN is pretty good. Above 1 is a pretty nice SQN. So that's all for this video, and I hope you guys can come back. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like what I do here, so we can grow this channel. Bye now.